Hello everybody on YouTube. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, if you guys can please subscribe to my page, kindly give the video a thumbs up. Thank you, and I really appreciate you guys' love and support. Now, tonight's video is called If You're Looking for the Right Woman in Colombia. Now, the reason I decided to test this subject tonight was for the simple fact that I had one of my subscribers asking if I can please touch on this subject about the pros and cons, and I decided to make the video for him as well as other subscribers that have been asking me about finding the right woman in Colombia. Now, if you guys are truly serious about finding the right woman in Colombia, it may not happen on the first time you go there. It may happen. It all depends on your luck and just the way you approach a situation. And if you're a person that knows how to read people and knows how to read the situation for what it is. Now, if you're looking for a Christian girl or maybe a Catholic girl, you have to keep in mind that when you're going out there, you're going to have some girls that are going to be, true to the religion, and they're going to be real about themselves, and they're going to dedicate themselves to just being with one man. And then you're going to have that group of females who might be Christians, who might be Catholics, that, yeah, they believe in God or whatever, but they still have that free vibe to be with who they please, and they do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. Now, you're going to have to be keeping in mind that if you go out there, you're going to have to be out there maybe a month, 2 months. You're going to have to dedicate time if you're looking for a real girl that's truly worth it. Now, for the most part, the women that are really worth it, they are always working, and then from work they go straight to school, and then it's just vice versa. Okay? Now, you can always run into females. It could be in the metro, it could be around the city, and for the most part, you do have good girls who go to places like El Parquilleras, La Setenta. They want to go out, they want to see something different. But you can always tell the girls that are just out hustling you, because the girls that are out for the most part just hustling you, off top they'll start talking about mode. Can you do this? Can you do that? Or they'll start asking you for stuff that, normally they don't have access to, or they just don't have the money to do so. So, if the girl's used to buying Juan Valdez coffee, if she's with you, she's gonna want Starbucks. And that's just a common factor. You have to understand that. Colombia is a really beautiful country. It's evolving, but since it's been more than 50 years of tribal warfare. They're slowly but surely coming back again. But for the most part, you're gonna run into really good girls, but you're also gonna run into the hustler type. So don't expect to just go out there and just boom meet the right one, because it's not gonna happen. Like right now, for instance, I met some female who I've been talking to, just as friends, but I'm starting to notice that she's catching feelings for me. She's from Cali, Colombia. She's really beautiful, she's easygoing, and she seems like a good person. But am I going to put all my balls in a basket? No. Things can happen, and I'm not going to, put myself out on Front Street to get hurt like that. If something happens, oh well, it happens. But for the most part, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to vibe with other friends. And I have different females who I'm talking to. That doesn't mean that, I'm over here being a little hoe talking to one and there. No. You have to explore your options. You have to explore your options. And if you really, really want to get to know females, you have to go out there and venture out there. And really, really take consideration into learning the basic Spanish, learning the language. That is a very important barrier that you guys have to break. We have a lot of people, whether it be YouTubers, whether it be just regular people from different parts of the world, that they want to conquer Spanish, because Spanish is a very, very powerful tool. And once you're able to speak Spanish and English just the way like I do, I can ask you something in English and answer you in Spanish, or vice versa. You know what I mean? I can write it and talk it in both languages. Now, you become unstoppable. You become unstoppable because, you know what I mean, you're easy to get around. And, you know what I mean, if somebody's trying to play mind games or trying to take you for a ride, you know what I mean, they know off top that you're not the one. You're not the one because you're on top of your game. And, you know what I mean, you know people in the city. You can, you know what I mean, you also have to go out there. And if females are going to ask you if you have family there, how long do you plan on staying? I mean, you have to, I'm not saying lie, you know what I mean, always lie, but at least tell them that you're going to be out there for for a good while, that you're planning to open up a business, that you're going to out there and you're looking for something right. You know what I mean? Because if they know that you're just a typical tourist that's just going out there for 48 hours, like I told you, or maybe a week or 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Those females, yeah, they're going to be with you and they're going to sleep with you and they're going to do whatever you want them to do. But they're going to be like, nah, this guy's just going and coming. They're not going to really take a liking into you like that. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean, all they're going to want to do to you is just use you. Now, you have to keep in mind that right now Colombia is going through a phase where there's a lot of people from Venezuela, and the economy, it's a little rough out there. It's a little rough for them because, you know what I mean, they have to earn in Colombian pesos and at the same time spending Colombian pesos. And the meals out there, for the most part, we as tourists, we don't feel it that much. You know what I mean? But they feel it because out there you have to keep it real. You know what I mean? Stuff out there, for them, is expensive. You know what I mean? And after you've been there for a while, if you're going out there for maybe 2 to 3 months, and if you don't know how to manage your money right, I guarantee you, you will burn holes in your pocket. That's why you have to be really wise on how you spend your money. First thing you have to do is separate 1 month's rent, whether you're going to be out there for a month, 2 months, whatever time you're going to have to be out there, you have to separate the rent money off top. That's not even negotiated already. And you have to put aside, you know what I mean, what you're going to be using for food. Okay, and then the taxis, and then the ride in the metro every day or however often you do so. But if you're going to be the classical tourist who's in the hotel room, you know what I mean, all due respect, just dicking around on Tinder and stuff like that throughout the day instead of going out there and interacting with the locals and really getting to know people, you know what I mean, then Colombia or any other part of the world is not for you because you're there to get the full experience. You know what I mean? You're going to have to venture out. You're going to hop on the metro. You can always meet females in local malls. You know what I mean? Interact with people. You know what I mean? When you see those high, sophisticated, beautiful females, don't be shy to walk up on them casually with respect and tell them, oh, my name is so-and-so. Nice to meet you. You know, I'm here. I come from the U.S. I'm coming here because, honest with you, I love your culture. I love the people. Engage them in casual conversation. Make them feel at home. I'm guarantee you this, that if you make them feel good, they'll give you the numbers. They'll invite you with their friends. They're going to look for you to tell you, you know what I mean, when they can meet up to go out with you and stuff like that. But for the most part, I just want you guys to know that for you guys that are going out there and venturing out trying to look for the right one, it will happen. It will happen. It might not happen the first time you get there. It might not happen the second time. But I guarantee you that if you dedicate yourself to it, you will find Mrs. Right in Colombia. I shit you not. You have a lot of interesting girls that are from Medellin, that are from Cali, that are from Barranquilla, that are from Pereira, that are from different departments of Colombia, that are really, really, really good women, that they're looking for something serious. And sometimes the girls that are looking for something serious, you know what I mean, they join agencies to meet foreign men. But sometimes the men that are going out there and pursuing them, you know, let's be honest, you know what I mean, you got really older men that, you know what I mean, you got men out there that are basically washed out, you know what I mean, that are trying to look for really, you know, younger females. And, you know what I mean, I'm not hating, more power to them. But, you know, you have some females that are kind of looking for not that older type of men, but, you know what I mean, somewhere in the let's just say mid 40s, mid 50s, you know what I mean? But sometimes you get older men that are out there trying to reap the reward. And sometimes they're successful and sometimes they're not, you know? But like I told you guys, if you guys are really serious about meeting up with a Colombian female, you're gonna have to dedicate some time out there. And just to let you know that, you know, I mean, you're playing Russian roulette. It can happen, it may not, but for the most part, I have faith that it will happen for you. But you have to be dedicated. I mean, you don't have to necessarily go to a Christian church or to a Catholic church to run into Mrs. Right. You're going to run into her maybe in the metro, maybe at a mall, maybe on the street. Maybe she's going to be working somewhere and you're going to pass her right by her, and that's going to be Mrs. Right for you. But you have to engage her in casual conversation. I mean, I don't get some of the guys that go out there and you guys, you know what I mean, during the day are on Tinder, you know what I mean, instead of venturing out and talking to those beautiful women, you have them there. You know what I mean? Take advantage of the situation. You know what I mean? It's not every day you go to Colombia. You know, go out there and hit the block in full effect. You know what I mean? Take tours. Go to Guatapec. Go to La Hacienda Nápoles. Go out there and venture out. Go to Pereira. Take a little bus ride. Get you some sandwiches. Get you some sodas. Take a trip. You know what I mean? Venture out. Talk to people. You know what I mean? Make friends. It's very important that when you get there, you make friends, because those people will invite you to their houses. They'll present you friends. And when you least expect it, your branches are growing and growing and growing. And when you least expect it, you have people that, you know what I mean, really taking a liking into you. And they look at you as family. You know what I mean? And once that happens, trust me, the possibilities are endless. If you guys like this video, I hope it was really helpful for you guys. And I hope you guys really pay attention to what I'm telling you, because the advice that I gave you guys is priceless. It's 1000% the real deal. Okay? I'm trying to get this video to 300 thumbs up. If you guys can please give the video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you guys like this video and are wanting to help me out, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe to my page and stay tuned for more content. Good night. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. God bless you. Bye-bye.